8:57, and we have Cyril Dibakwane online to talk to us about the union SACCAWU calling for consumers to boycott a certain retail outlets. Good morning, welcome to the program. And I'm wondering about your timing. People are looking forward to their Black Friday specials, and you are calling for consumers to keep away from certain stores. Which are the stores and why?
Morning, SACCAWU has made a call for a consumer boycott where we are requesting the society at large to boycott programs from Massmart, which Massmart consists of macro, builders warehouse, game stores, your cash and carries. In other parts of the country, Rhino cash and carries, Jumbo cash and carries, Cambridge as well. We are saying boycott this product in support of the workers of this company who has placed demand. One, workers of SACCAWU members of Builders Warehouse are demanding at least a decent wage increment of 500 rand, which the employer has blatantly refused. Two, that there should be an unconditional reinstatement of more than 300 members, workers who have been retrenched since July 2021, June 2021. The company must stop to issue new contracts to members, which contracts compel workers after signing that they must accept down variation of hours from 195 hours as full-time employees to 120 hours. We're saying the company must engage the union in terms of Section 197 transfer instead of outsourcing certain departments like finance department in macro to a company called Genpack, which is a labor broker. So that's the things that we are demanding. That's what workers are demanding. Hence the consumer boycott, so that we put pressure.
Okay.
We are aware of the fact that there's Black Friday coming. Hence our request that please go to Shoprite, Pick and Pay, and other outlets. Don't go to Massmart.
Okay, but these Massmart stores might have the greatest deals going, and you're asking consumers to keep away. But I know that is it in support of the workers. You indicated that there was a retrenchment of about 300 workers from Massmart. What were the reasons for those retrenchments? If they were valid enough, is it still fair then to insist that the employer re-employs these workers?
In fact, the process started since last year. I won't tell you with the details. The Massmart group came with the reorganization and or re-engineering process. And it's called mapping up process. And part of the re-engineering process was to ask workers to sign new contracts. Contracts which requires workers to accept going around, moving away from their original positions. For an example, you have a department called High Tech, that's sales commissioners. They would reduce such things. Inclusive is this thing of down variation of hours in this mapping up program. Now, while there were consultations taking place at the national level through the SACCAWU committee, which is a joint committee between Massmart and SACCAWU, a strike was then initiated in May, from May 26 to May 28.
Cyril, I'm going to have to interrupt you. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. A very quick, short answer. When you met at the highest level, was there no room for a win-win situation for negotiation to avoid the strike?
We were forced to engage in a strike because of the intransigency of management. We were prepared as an organization to make compromises where necessary, but the company was intransigent, hence the decision. However, I must also add that we received, as we are speaking, I'm rushing to a meeting in the head offices of the company. They have requested the union to come to the table with an intention to resolve the strike.
Brilliant. So I do hope that you guys come to a reasonable, negotiable settlement. We will catch up with you sometime soon. Thank you indeed for talking to us. That was Cyril Dibakwane from SACCAWU talking about the strike, but he's also suggesting that he's rushing to a meeting to Massmart, and there's a possibility that they can then come to an agreement and the strike will be then called off. 3 after 9 o'clock right here on News and Views at Salam Media.
Breaking